Welcome back to digital class, and this is a discussion for book number 4, the 12 types of heuristic problem sum concept. And this is the pattern concept, okay? And which is the last type 4, different figures. Now, question 14 here says that in the pattern below, each square is either empty or filled with a circle, okay? So we know that there are squares and there are circles. They are considered as blank, a space of the white color. And now it was asking how many circles are there in figure 10. So let's try to count a circle. So this is a circle. So figure 1, we have 4 circles. Figure 2, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we increase by 4, 12. Increase by 4, we have 16. So now I know that this is an arithmetic sequence, arithmetic progression. So I know that it increased by 4, by 4, by 4. So as you know, there will be a formula that we actually have learned, which is actually called dn plus 0 figure. So let's try to use the formula. D is the difference, which is 4. And basically means that the figure number, so I know it's actually 10, 4 times 10. dn means d times 10, n times 10. And plus 0 figure. What is our 0 figure? We know our first figure is 4, so the figure before that it will be 4 minus 4, which is actually 0. That's why the answer is 4 times 10, and it's actually 40. And we are done with this A. Now let's look at B. B is actually asking which figure has 624 empty squares. Now they are now looking for the empty squares. Empty square basically means that the total number of squares that we have, we need to minus with the circles that we have. So if we look at this, let's try to figure out how many squares we have here. So square, for figure 1, I know I have 2 times 2, I have 4. Look at here, let me just highlight here for you. As you can see, here is 2, here is 2, so it's 4. Now for figure 2, here is 4, here is 4. So I give us 16. So basically there's a pattern here. 2 square, 4 square. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically here is 6 square. Give us 36. And as you know, here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here also 8. So here is 8 square, give us 64. Now, if here says that which figure has 624 empty squares, so basically means that the total square here must be more than 624, right? And I know that because this is square, as you know, this is square. You can see this is square, this is square. So what the number that we got here is all perfect square. So we know that the perfect square that is more than 624 will be 1. Okay, let's try that. The perfect square, we know that. Let's try it out. How about 25 square? So let's try to press on calculator. 25 times 25 is 625. Hey, you can see that this 625 is actually a number that is more than this one, right? But we know that for sure, so when there's 625 total square, it couldn't be minus 1 circles only, right? So this is impossible. Okay, impossible. Then how about 26 square? The next perfect square. Press on calculator. 26 times 26 is actually 676. Now, if it is 676, how many circles do I need to minus to get actually the 624? But we're not sure, right, whether the circle is how many. So let's try to look at here. Again, there's another concept here you need to know is when it is figure 1, it is 2 square. When it is figure 2, it is 4 square. When it is figure 3, it is 6 square. Basically, we times 2. So when this is 8, here is actually 4. So I know that when it is 26 square, here will be actually figure 13. You get the concept? Right. Now, I know that when it have this one, it will be figure 13. Then how many circles do we have here? So we can try to minus. Again, we can use the same concept as what we did here. If it's figure 13, how many circles? D times D. D we know is again 4. 13 will be the n plus 0 figure is 0. So 4 times 13, press the calculator, we know it's actually 52. So let's try to see whether it's 52 correct. So 676 minus 52. Press the calculator, 676 minus 52. Oops, and I found that it's what? 624. Means that it actually satisfies the conditions here. That's why I know the answer here will be actually figure 13. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here for B is actually I know that this is a perfect square, so I try to find the numbers that are slightly bigger than 624 because I know that it must be more than 624 so that I can minus with a circle to get 624. And this is what I did. I tried out with the first one, 25 square. I know that it's not possible, so I try the next number. Okay, and that's all for this question. It's not a hard question, but it's somehow a bit tricky. Okay, thank you. See you. Bye bye.